it's a little rough. But yeah, with the vials, some really explosive draws as well.
All right, we see lands moving to the front here.
Looks 3 lands, a prism.
Oh, snap keeps from both players just
all right.
Going.
Game on.
All right, we do have a vial though. That is going to be one of the ways that Marcy is going to be able to pull ahead, especially on the draw.
There's that prism. Marcy really looking for a foundation breaker here. Would be huge. It's a 1 of though. Slow start. Notably, this Aether Vial can bring in a Harbinger. It's Vampiric Tutor's an elemental at the top. Skeletal here would be big, or again, Marcy could attack that mana by finding a foundation
Marcy's
breaker.
deck so much.
It's so fun.
It's so sweet. I tell her that every time she plays it too. Deck's so cool.
I feel like if I owned Skelementals, I would have played it at least once. At least once by now. The Oracle. The Honest Oracle. The rare Honest Oracle. Notably blocks.
I'm actually... I feel like we should make a tip jar just for sweet stuff. And then give it to the players that like do sweet stuff with their decks. Because I feel like the time and commitment that Amethyst has made here is like...
Yeah,
it's for real.
It's super sweet. The I'll spoil it a little bit. The basics are APAC. They're $125 planes and like a $80 mount or $80 swamp, something like that. So it's a little silly, but
I'm not lying.
They actually look really nice.
I threw up in my
they
mouth
look nice.
a little bit.
The Dark Side Shores does look better than the Seachrome Coast. Yeah,
dude, the Dark Slick, that Dark white looks sick.
Yeah, it's a game. It's meant to be fun, right? This is a cool way to customize your cards, as long as you don't plan on reselling them because now they're damaged. But they're sweet. And Amethyst has played this deck for a long time, so more blockers, notably enough to block a Skelemental. Yeah, and 4 deep is a lot on Oracle.
Oh, bottoming. So money.
The pseudo Scry 4. All right, down to 18. Oh, I thought there was gonna be another Oracle. I'm like, look at 6. All right, so this is potentially a lot of mana next turn, especially with knowing what the top card is.
Yeah, we talked about how important it was for the vial, but the vial actually didn't do anything.
Yeah, it hasn't done much here. It's really interesting that Marcy ran out that endurance. Just playing it as a clock rather than playing. Oh, that actually doesn't work very well. If Amethyst is able to combo and draw her deck, she'll have Pact for. Oh, but Marcy has a Cavern. Yeah, you can Cavern in the endurance to get past the counter spells.
So we're gonna double block the Skelemental, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Got to preserve those cards in hand. It will be back next turn with Thunderkin.
Let's see what Amethyst put on top.
So she already has the... Oh, I thought she had a Grace in hand. Oh, no, it was Grace on top, yeah. More Oracles. All right, we're down 3 Oracles. There's 1 more.
Okay. Well.
And spoils.
So tell the viewer what's happening here.
All right, so spoils of the vault. You you get to do that. So because Amethyst can't lose, she's gonna draw her deck with spoils of the vault.
Boom!
And there's the endurance. And the second spoil. Wow. Wow. All right. Marcy had the uncounterable endurance.
I am a huge fan of what just happened.
That was a spicy game. We did not lie when we said a spicy match.
Okay. So for the viewer, why did the deck just flip over?
So Spoils of the Vault, generally when never played before Thassa's Oracle, lets you reveal cards from your library and exile them. You lose life equal to...
You name a card.
Yeah, sorry. You name a card. Yeah, and normally you would lose like 40 life as you dig through your deck to find
Right.
this card. Um,
Angel's Grace.
Angel's Grace. It's not gonna happen. You're just
Yeah.
gonna stay at 1. You can't lose the game. So yeah, you're kind of all in. You gotta flip your whole deck over, and obviously that lets Thassa's Oracle do its thing.
Yeah. So the play that you mentioned, right? Because there were 2 creatures in the graveyard, Marcy could then say, okay, well, let's put your
4 cards back in.
4 cards back in.
Notably, because it was Oracles, even if Amethyst couldn't win that turn, she's gonna draw another Thassa's
She's gonna
Oracle,
win in 2 turns.
Yeah, as long as she can not die. But again, Angel's Grace putting her down to 1 life with the spoils.
All right, players are cutting. Let's go back down. That was so great.
That was a sweet game.
The second spoils was
yeah.
hot.
I was talking to one of my friends, Adam, about his second round, and he's playing creativity today. He drew all 4 Archons, and then drew a Jace, and he brainstormed them back on top and found the creativity.
Sick.
All Archons. Oops, all Archons. That's a great name for that deck. I kind of miss the creative deck names in Magic.
I had a Reddit thread once explode about this, and that's why for an entire PTQ season I called my Green Red Devotion deck Gruel's Gone Wild.
That's funny. One of my other friends is playing Breach today, and I told him that he shouldn't call it Breach. He should call it Bump and Grind. It's a grinding station.
We gotta bring back creative names.
Yeah.
People were like, it's bad for new Magic players. So I was like, no, they're memorable. They figure them out.
Great. Yeah. All right, so early vial from Marcy. We'll see if she can actually put in some elementals this time on the discount. Looks like a couple Seachrome Coasts, Prism. Is there a white card in the back of her hand? Is that a Tutor? Nice. All right, so expecting Tutor to go on suspend here.
That gemstone mine almost went up. That was hot.
Not that good.
It's really fun to watch 2 players who know their decks really well.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, that's one of my favorite things about Modern as a format. There's the Skelemental.
Wow.
Rumbling in. Yeah, Modern, I mean, people play these decks for a long time. They're really invested. That's why some people are a little unhappy about Modern Horizons as a concept, but it's really enjoyable to watch people that are very experienced with their deck and play them well to play. Update the game count here real quick. This is game 3. Game 3 between 2 good friends. And no one's friend, Lightning Skelemental.
It's the graveyard's friend.
It's the graveyard's friend. Thalia might be friends with Lightning Skelemental. Does not care. I haven't seen anyone play humans in so long in Modern. It's a little sad. Humans is now the.
It's hard to play humans.
It is hard to play humans now.
Format of 4 color.
It's okay. There's multiple good humans decks in Pioneer. They've all just migrated.
What is
ending?
That?
It's prismatic ending.
Oh my gosh.
That looks great. The old border ending,
That,
white border.
I thought it I was like, is that like a healing stuff? What could that possibly be?
There's that expensive swamp.
That's hot.
Gorgeous.
That actually is a sick swamp either way, though.
It is the best Apex swamp for sure. All right, converting Gemstone Mine mana to Pentad Prism mana. If Amethyst has another land, that's 5 with the Tutor. Tutor's powerful. More Skelementals. All right.
No cards in hand now.
Yep, last 2.
So we need a top deck here.
This game's playing out a lot like game 1. Yeah, I mean, she has the Demonic Tutor right now with the Profane Tutor coming off of Suspend, but I mean, what do you even get here? What gets you back in?
Well, if you just name... I see that doesn't work. Yeah.
Notable distinction here between the Suspend cards and the Saga is that she doesn't get to see what she's drawing before she has to tutor. I enjoy that for Sagas, but it does feel a little bit bad here. What did I draw for turn? Do I want to make a Construct? Or do I just want to tap this Urza Saga for mana? Well, let's find out what she gets off the top. City Brass. All right. Well, we have
Yep,
5 mana.
we're unlocked.
No.
That'd be so funny. Okay.
I thought Marcy was going to slow roll the Thunderkin Awakener. Whoa. Yeah, this is interesting. She's currently at 8. Oh!
I mean, you had this.
Yeah. the worst flip in the deck there, for sure. She's a little constrained on mana, so she's trying to find a Spoils of the Vault and a Thassa's Oracle right now.
Well, so if you find... Well, you can't have both now.
Yeah. All right, so that's an offer you can't refuse.
You have to at least find one of them, right? Like,
yeah, Angel's Grace. Ooh. Sticking out at. Oh, she hadn't moved it down. Wait, wasn't she at 8? She just took 6. Should be at 2.
yeah.
Oh, it's City Brass.
The City Brass trigger. Yeah. Tough flip there.
Yeah, that was rough. Normally those value Adnos get significantly more cards than that. Obviously, being at 8 hurts, but that was a rough flip.
Does that not sacrifice when it loses Sunburst? It just stays in play?
Nope, it just sits there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can put some charge counters back on it in Mirrodin block.
Wild,
yeah. Definitely feels like a modern design would do that. Oh,
that
she
sucks.
found
the Angel's Grace.
This 8th card Kahira coming in clutch as Marcy floods out. And that'll do it. Going out on her own volition with the City of Brass. Sweet decks, some sweet games, some unfortunate flips. At least one unfortunate flip.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Fun decks. It's nice to see
some
fun decks.
It's funny because, like, we had a 1K where I was... Oh, we actually have a player playing. They're actually doing quite well again. Playing... oh my gosh, what is the name of the combo deck that goes off on turn 2? Belcher.
Oh, Belcher. I was just thinking I'm like Neoform? I haven't seen Neoform in a while. Belcher, okay.
Yeah, and they they went all the way to the finals. And it's funny because, like, some people are like, oh, I hate playing against combo, and like, even me on stream, I'm like, this is nonsensical. Like, none of this matters. But that's actually not true with a deck like Nause. It can be in some matchups, right? Like, you know, you're playing like certain types of decks, but
Nobly has a very good 4-color matchup.
Yeah,
very good.
And I don't know, that was really fun to watch. So we'll get Marcy in here. Really, also just really cool. I just want to transition down to the player. I really love seeing friends when they play each other really talk about the matchup, really trying to help each other understand, like, here's what I was doing, what are you thinking about. Like, I just think that, like,
no, and it's not even a matchup they're going to play again in the tournament, most likely, right?
It just gives them an opportunity to still learn, and I think that's great. So we will be right back with a winner's interview, and we'll see you guys in a minute.
All right, and we're back. We're here with Marcy. Congrats on the win. As your opponent put it, Lightning Skelemental Simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have you played Amethyst? How many times have you played that matchup?
Probably like 4 or 5 now. It really is just Lightning Skelemental Simulator. The games where I don't draw it, she can usually find a way to win, and when I do, it's much tougher.
Yeah, I mean, you did have the sweet endurance line that didn't quite pan out. You even had the cavern.
Yeah. it's sort of rough. Like, the awkward part about endurance is that, like, a lot of the time she just won't have cards in graveyard if I don't draw Skelemental already.
Or in that particular game, has oracles and can just draw another oracle and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, little awkward there.
Definitely.
Yeah, so Spencer was saying that you probably have the most RCQ top 8s.
Yeah, I would be surprised if someone had 8.
Is it 8 now?
Well, I have 7.
7.
hopefully this will
Hopefully
be my
today will
eighth.
be 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your double Nykthos playset going.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about this deck.
Well, I've been playing it since M20 came out.
It's the Thunderkin Awakener set, right?
And Risen Reef.
And Risen
so
Reef.
the two key cards, and also MH1 came out around then, which is Skelemental and Vesperlark. So basically all the cards were printed right then. That was like right when I was getting into Magic.
It's a modern in 2022 where every creature viable was printed in the last 2 years.
Yeah, literally. And yeah, I don't know. I've been playing it ever since. I really like the deck. I think it's great. I've played some very bad lists of it, but this one I think is pretty good.
You got to slog through the bad list to find
Yeah.
the gems. It's hard when you don't have an entire group of people grinding.
Right? Yeah, I'm like the only person playing this deck.
Yeah, and it's super sweet. What matchups do you think are favorable for you?
I think 4-color is good. I think Murktide's good. I feel confident in pretty much all of the matchups except for Titan, where like they just go way over you. Like you can't really interact effectively enough, and you don't kill them too quickly, so they just kind of do what they want. Hammer is rough pretty much exclusively because of post-board Hushbringer, which
Yeah, impossible to beat.
yeah, I have done it one time because I just untap Evoke 2 Furies and then just beat down. But
three double strikes. Do that occasionally.
for free, yeah. But that card's pretty much unbeatable, so that matchup can be rough. And then all the linear combo decks are really tough, like Belcher, Calibrated Blast, Nause.
Yeah.
You're pretty much just relying on Skelemental in all of them because you can't play. The rough thing about this deck is you can't play colored spells that aren't elementals because your entire mana base is 5-color elemental lands.
Yeah. News you might not want to hear.
Uh-oh.
There was a lot of hammer at the top tables
Yes.
after the last round. So much hammer and
noticed
so
that.
much Titan.
I
think so. I think a lot of the Titan players lost. There was a Titan Mayor last round on stream. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
knock
not
one
good for
down
them,
for you.
but like good for me, I guess. I have added 2 Dismembers since I last played against Hammer, so hopefully I will just draw them when they play Hushbringer.
Sometimes it doesn't take a lot of removal to beat that deck.
Yeah.
Especially with how many cards you can pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was talking to Spencer as you guys were shuffling up for that match, and yeah, like the difference in Risen Reef between this deck and other decks playing Risen Reef, like the 4-color Omnath, is huge.
It is absolutely massive. People don't respect it as much as they should. The card draws a card for every single elemental play, and I have 36 of them. So like
and vials.
It's
and some
kind
of
insane,
your elementals bring elementals back from the yard.
Like Vesperlark into Awakener with Reef, and then get back to Vesperlark draws like 4 cards. It's kind of absurd.
It's really powerful if not interacted with, and I think a lot of people might be in bad habits of not killing Reef on site like they should because they're used to the 4-color deck maybe drawing a card with it.
Yeah, like sometimes they don't even draw an elemental and it's just Elvish Visionary or whatever.
Yeah. Well, 6 rounds today. 2-0.
Yeah, there's 3-0 now.
3-0 now, yeah. 3-0 now. Feeling good. Hopefully you can get some draws in. Any decks you're hoping to play against? I
don't want to jinx it, but I kind of want to play against 4-color.
Well, Leyline Bindings added fewer Furies, fewer Ephemerates across the board. Those are kind of the cards that are problematic as far as when we played this matchup. It felt like Ephemerating Furies was kind of where it was
Ephemerate Fury is pretty much game over.
Having fewer Furies and fewer Ephemerates definitely helps shift the matchup even more to you, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Just explosive draws and nobody wants to get Skelemental.
Everyone hates Skelemental.
All right, well, thanks for the interview. Thanks for the entertaining games, and good luck on the rest of your matches.
Sweet, thank you.